Hello there, very good morning to you. It is a reasonably mild start to the new week for many of us as we step outside, and that's all due to our winds actually originating from parts of northwest Africa, circling around this area of high pressure and feeding in those mild conditions for pretty much all areas away from the far north of Scotland. There are a lot of isobars on the chart though, you'll see, so those winds are going to be fairly brisk. Some strong gusts of wind around, particularly for Northern Ireland, central southern Scotland into northern England as well. For Western Scotland, though, the main talking point of the weather is certainly going to be the rainfall that set itself up yesterday, has been persistent throughout Sunday night and will remain persistent and occasionally heavy throughout Monday as well. A rain warning is in force and some localised disruption is possible. Elsewhere, there'll be some outbreaks of drizzle for western areas, some mist and murk around coastal areas. We could hold on to a few clearer, sunnier spells across central eastern areas, a bit more than the graphics may necessarily show here. And with those southwesterly winds coming in, it is again going to be another reasonably mild day, 10 degrees Celsius, the top temperature for many of us. But just remember the strength of those winds does mean it will probably feel a touch colder when you are outside. To the north of that rain band, though, we hold on to the colder air with a bit more of a polar influence. So 3 degrees Celsius, the top temperature for Lerwick. And as the colder air reaches this rain band, we could see a touch of snow for the likes of Caithness and Sutherland during the day. Into this evening and overnight, though, it will eventually turn drier for Western Scotland as the rain band pushes southwards. In return, though, that means it's going to turn wetter for Northern Ireland, northern areas of England. Reasonably drier further towards the south, but a cloudy, mild, blustery night for much of England and Wales. Again, with those southwesterly winds, temperatures not dropping much below 9 or 10 degrees Celsius. They're actually temperatures we normally see during the day at this point in the year. But as the rain band pushes southwards, we'll see northerly winds pushing into areas of Scotland, so that colder air reaching more areas of the mainland as we kick off Tuesday, and a touch of frost is possible here. Throughout Tuesday, we will essentially watch this rain band slowly push its way further southwards. With the cold air digging in behind that, there is potential for some mountain snow across Northern Ireland into the Lake District, the Pennines, the North York Moors as well. A touch of brightness possible across the far southeast during the day, but the best of the sunshine will be filtering its way in for Scotland as that rain eventually clears its way off. There's northerly winds, though, filtering in some snow showers for the far north. Winds quite brisk for the Northern Isles, some gales around at times. Despite the sunshine, though, temperatures will be taking a bit of a tumble in the north, closer towards average for the time of year, but certainly lower for Northern Ireland and central Scotland compared to what we have seen on Sunday and Monday as well. But where we see those southwesterly winds still pushing into the south, we hold on to the mild theme, 13, 14, maybe even locally 15 degrees Celsius in a few spots. Might not necessarily feel that mild, though, when you're stuck underneath the most persistent cloud and rain. This rain band will continue to move its way southwards as we head into Tuesday evening and overnight. So generally most areas seeing some brighter skies develop for Wednesday with just a touch of cloud and potentially the milder air still holding on in the very far south. But a bit more widely wet and windy for Thursday, and depending on where that low pressure arrives into the cold air ahead of it, there is the potential for some sleet and snow around for some of us. And temperatures always generally colder in the north, where we see that colder air digging its way in, potential still for some double-digit figures towards the latter part of the week in the far south. But we'll have plenty more updates on that on the full week ahead weather on our YouTube channel, so make sure you are subscribing for that, and we'll see you here again very soon. Bye bye.